apple peanut. Huh? Rồi liên bia của mày. Này, giá đây khi nào mình đi ăn nhiều rồi.
Ladies and gentlemen, elsewhere in the building we have the event via closed circuit television. So, greetings.
Behind the room of the 80 Club, initiated by them, having their first meeting in room number 8 in 1971. In 1978 again, the newly appointed government addressed elegance today, following you with all the great memories to its past, with the related movement and ambulance. Minister Mahendra Rajapaksa was also the minister in charge of enhance its commercial and community value.
These same premises by inviting the Honourable Prime Minister now to place his signature on the special guest book, and this as well. And we proceed now with some words spoken in this whole project and the revitalizing government chairman of the urban.
Prime Minister, Minister of Highways, Mr. Joseph Fernando, Governor of the Western Province, Mr. Shantanu Tilaka, Secretary to the Prime Minister, Mr. Gamal Senorat, Secretary to our Minister, Mr. Vimal Sirpuna Pereira, all the officials, distinguished guests. It is indeed a privilege to be here on this very important occasion where we are launching another project that we started recently, as you very correctly said, revitalizing this structure, Sikh Club. This is a kind of continuation, sir, of something you started several years ago, a journey that got interrupted halfway. If you go back to the glorious period of 2009-2014 period, after Your Excellency ended the war, our focus shifted to economic development. You started building highways, ports, airports. The entire country was changing. A lot of investment went into infrastructure development. At the same time, you identified the right people to be given responsibilities. And you decided to give the responsibility of transforming these cities, urban development, to then Defence Secretary, the current President, Mr. Gotabaya Rajapaksa. Mr. Gotabaya Rajapaksa, as Defence Secretary, worked under you, providing leadership to end the war under your leadership, and with the same passion, he undertook the responsibility of urban development. In fact, until then, not many people in the country spoke about urban development. During that period, with your guidance, the whole concept of urban development was changed. You may remember, in 2009, when the war ended, the Colombo city was a place which was smelling. The biggest issue we had at that time was the garbage problem. Everybody was talking about the garbage problem and nobody knew the solution for that. And Defence Secretary took that as his first task to solve that problem. Thereafter, he started changing the whole concept of urban development, and little by little, the Colombo started changing. You may remember, there was a very ugly building very near the racecourse building. I remember even as a school child, I used to go passing that. One of the ugliest buildings in the city. We didn't know what it was. We didn't know how it would be changed. But he converted that ugly building into a beautiful racecourse that you see today. There was another ugly building in front of World Trade Center, I remember, where I used to work sometimes back, which was converted to the Dutch hospital. Then the arcade, the floating market, one by one, things started changing. I remember, as a director of UDA, I was fortunate to be a director of UDA. You appointed me at that time to join his team. Mr. Sivnimal Pedra was the chairman. I remember Defence Secretary walking all over this area and discussing with his team how to change it. This place was full of walls, and he started removing those things and made it open. This was not a green place at that time. He made it a green city. And very soon, Colombo became a different place. By 2014, the Colombo was rated the fastest developing city in all of Asia, beating even China. So, Honorable Prime Minister, my President, what you started at that time, unfortunately we couldn't continue after 2015. If you had continued that, what we are discussing today would have happened a long time ago. It would have happened perhaps 3-4 years ago. But those things didn't happen. Every development stopped. The port city stopped, highways stopped, all the development stopped. We lost 5 years. And fortunately for this country, that sad period has now come to an end. Since 2019, we have restarted our journey, but under difficult circumstances. We don't have the same luxury that we had at that time with a fast-growing economy. We didn't have to worry about money at that time. We could simply focus on economic development and spend our money on the right things. But today, the situation is different. We have difficulties created, man-created difficulties, not nature-created. On top of that, with the corona issue, we have far more problems. But we will overcome those things. But what we started, we continue. I think credit for this project, this 80 Club revitalization, goes 100% to our President. He started this project even before I became the minister. So I don't want any credits on this. It was totally his concept. He put his team in and started changing this place. And today we have got this beautiful structure. And we hope, we sincerely hope, the situation in the country will change fast. We will bounce back with the leadership of the President and our Prime Minister. I'm very confident we will do. And we will be able to continue what we started during your period, 2009-2014 period. I don't want to take too much time. I just want to thank my Secretary, my Chairman, Director General, and all the people, Chairman of the Watersage, and all the people who are involved in this project. You have done a fantastic job. Today we have got another place that we can be proud of. And I seek your support to continue this journey and make all of us proud.
Naval civil engineering was responsible for water minister to hand over a token of appreciation. Hiran Palasurya to that's right. Fonseca, who also has a story to tell.
Of 80 Club, fellow members of 80 Club. A very big evening to all of you. As we come to the conclusion of the opening ceremony of the refurbished Heritage 80 Club, it is my privilege and pleasure to propose the vote of thanks of this proceedings. It is with much gratitude and pleasure I wish to thank His Excellency, the President of Sri Lanka, who has been personally monitoring the progress of the restoration and refurbishment of the Heritage 80 Club, and the Honorable Prime Minister as the Honorable Minister of Development and Housing for leading and guiding his very able and capable heads of the Ministry in restoring and delivering this majestic monumental masterpiece under the government policy and vision of vistas of splendor and prosperity. A very big thank to you, sir, Dr. Naraka Bodheva, who has been monitoring the restoration and refurbishment of the 80 Club and providing necessary support for successful cooperation of the 80 Club restoration and refurbishment project. A very special and sincere thank you to Mr. Srinimal Perera, Mr. Prasad Naraviran, General Uday Nanakal of UDA, and Mr. Rohan Fernando Pulle and Mr. Priya Jayawardhan of Watershed Recreations Limited for taking leadership. Their tremendous support rendered towards accommodating us in reaching agreement with 80 Club in order that its members patronize the use the facilities of this magnificent heritage building. It is with tenacity and pride take this opportunity to personally and on behalf of my fellow club members to thank the initiative taken by the government of Sri Lanka and the Urban Development Authority together with Watershed Recreations and Sri Lanka Navy in restoring this age-old heritage club property and an urban icon to this old charm and present glory. Our heartfelt appreciation and gratitude to Vice Admiral Nishantha Ulankathanna for his commendable support, to Commodore Hiran Palasurya and the team for the magnificent engineering job carried out together with the great architects Mrs. Anuradhika and Ms. Manohari in transforming the vision into reality. For the par excellence job carried out in designing and delivering this wonderful building, rich in this architecture and interior design, restoring, developing and delivering this majestic monumental masterpiece without any compromise in quality within the span of less than 6 months. Despite the many challenges faced during this period, we are very thankful for the arrangement. We are very thankful for the arrangements facilitated by the Urban Development Authority and executed by Watershed in the operation of this facility for elevating this to a spectrum of international club standard, and we are on our part will ensure and extend our fullest support by the successful operation and continuance towards a more successful era whilst maintaining the renowned high standards in social status and integrity of the club. Finally, I wish to thank our distinguished guests and members for accepting this invitation and gracing this historical occasion of reopening of the Heritage Club. Your presence unlimited today's proceedings. Thank you all.